Hi, my name is David Bankston. My daughter Courtney and I are about to break down the top 5 things to do in Paradise Island. Number 5 is actually nothing. Dig your toes in the sand and decompress. Did you know that Michael Jordan has his own island in the Bahamas? I decided to take his cue and enjoy the breezy beaches, blue skies, and crystal blue water from the comfort of my own lounge chair. It's perfectly acceptable to let others do the swimming, surfing, and parasailing while you kick back and make animal shapes out of the clouds.
Number 4 is straw shopping. Take a cab or the number 10 bus from Cable Beach to the famous Bahamas straw market where hundreds of vendors under one roof sell everything from straw bags, hats, and dolls to wood carvings, t-shirts, and jewelry. Be sure to check that the items are made locally, since the decline in basket weavers has caused some vendors to import cheaper options from the Far East. My dad named his price on this starfish. Don't be shy about haggling. They accept it.
Number 3 is enjoying a meal at your own private beach table. The Poop Deck restaurant in Sandyport has some of the freshest fish on the island, and if you prefer steak or a beer, they have that too. And the Bahamas doesn't have a legal drinking age. Nothing beats being served alongside the crashing waves of the Caribbean. We actually enjoyed our lunch being on the cooler side and devoured things like hog snapper, shrimp, scallops, conch fritters, and stone crabs so fresh that Courtney thought hers were still snapping.
Number 2 on our list is a stingray encounter.
Where are we today?
We are at Oasis Key in Stingray Adventure right over here. We bring the tourists out, we'll let them have a good time, get familiar with the stingrays, and then when everyone's ready, we're going to line them up, get a chance to feed the stingrays, hold the stingrays, really get to interact with them.
The trick to feeding is to hold the little silver fish as low as possible, so they can swim over your hand and suck up the fish with their soft, toothless mouths. The stingrays, which are a part of the shark family, are gentle creatures of this protected marine habitat. Courtney Kemp showed me how to hold a live real stingray.
What's it feel like?
Slimy?
Definitely. Is there any age limit?
No, for all ages. We had a little one out there. He had a great time. We always have the little kids, but it's for all ages.
Fabulous.
Young and old.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Here we are at number 1. Yep, you got it. A Segway tour, island style. We got suited up in our oh-so-stylish protective gear and had a quick lesson.
So breaking it down for you. You want to go forward, you put a slight bend in your knees. That puts pressure on your toes. You want to stop, you unbend your knees. Put pressure on your heels. Okay? It's just toes and heels. Toes and heels. That's all it is, okay? So when I want to go forward, I lay on the steering column. When I want to stop, I lean right back and stand up straight, okay?
Okay, let's see if it's really that easy. Toes, heels, toes, heels. Courtney got the hang of it in minutes. It's surprisingly easy to master, and I have to say it's unlike anything else I've ever experienced. A few minutes on our Segway X2 model, and this group of two-wheeled virgins were off. The big difference between this tour and your average city tour is that this is off-road, and they teach you no hands, spinning, and even handling hills. Check this out. Boy, this was a blast. One of the coolest stops on our tour is Fort Charlotte. Built in the late 1700s, the British prepared for battle during the American Revolution with 7-foot thick walls to protect against cannonballs, a waterless moat, and dungeons for captured enemies. The fort never fired a single shot or saw any action of any kind.
The odds that you're walking beneath, this was a vaulted bomb shelter for the soldiers, and the holes that you see coming out of the walls, they're ventilation holes, we like to call them our very own air conditioning. Feel the breeze?
This room was particularly interesting. It was carved entirely by hand with hand tools and picks. It was to be used to keep the captured slaves. Talk about carpal tunnel syndrome. Number 1, the most fun you can have on 2 wheels, the Caribbean Segway Adventure Tour. You gotta check this out. Thanks for watching another episode of Dade Travels. We'll see you next time.